Well, good evening, everyone. Breaking news is first on the Pix 11 News at 10. Thanks for being here. I'm Scott Stanford.
And I'm Tamsen Fadal. Let's get you started. Shots have been fired at the Garden State Plaza Mall in Paramus. There are reports that the shooter is wearing full body armor. Paramus police, as well as county law enforcement and state police, are on the scene right now. At least 8 shots have been fired, and apparently that shooter shot out the security cameras inside or around the mall. Again, 200 police units are there on the scene, so we are keeping a close eye on this. We're joined by Steve Rogers, who has been on our show several times in the past, a security expert.
I'm noticing that the lights have since gone out in that Nordstrom's department store. I mean, is that a tact that the police would take in turning out the lights, or would we want the lights back on?
Yeah, I just noticed that myself, and I was wondering what happened there. That obviously they would want all the lights possible on.
Jay, I know you just got to the scene. What can you tell us right now?
Hi, Tamsen. We're in what is the east lot of the Garden State Plaza. If anyone is familiar with this mall, the largest mall in New Jersey, it's by the Nordstrom entrance, by the Paparazzi and Joe's restaurant. It seems to be sort of a mobile command center. And if Tom, watch your back, Tom. We got a live truck coming to your back. You can see right in front of us, we have members of one of the local police departments, what looks to be a SWAT team, gearing up to go inside. What did you see? What did you hear?
Basically, it was a gunman that walked in through this California pizza kitchen. He's apparently full body armor, rifle and everything. Walked right past the movers, told them, like, I'm not going to hurt you. Kept walking in, and then he walked all the way through towards the Nordstrom side, and that's where the gunshots were fired.
Police have gone through the mall store by store, so it looks like the shooter is not in the mall, which is some good news, but then the question is, where is the shooter exactly? The other good news, and Steve Rogers and Wally Zine said it earlier, no ambulances were brought to the scene, so they are confirming no injuries at this point.
And Tamps, something I was thinking about earlier, and Steve confirmed it. This guy walked in with a leather jacket and a helmet on. Mm-hmm. He could easily have shed that jacket and helmet and blended in with people and, gotten rid of the gun somewhere, although they still haven't found it. He could have gotten rid of the gun and just kind of walked out of that mall, because obviously there's no way he was getting out of that mall with the gun in the hand, with the helmet on, the way, I mean, you could see that place from the air shots right there. It is surrounded. And that is just an unbelievable view of the Garden State Plaza Mall. It is just surrounded. There's no way you're getting out of that place unscathed.
Okay, you can see that's the New Jersey State Police. Okay. And that's the SWAT readiness team. And when I told you that, I saw a state trooper standing with that M4 assault rifle with his hand almost on the trigger. He was standing near that armored vehicle right there.
People were just running. They were coming from where the sound was coming from. They were running. They ended up running into the AT&T store, running into the back room with us and the rest of the employees. And when we heard the loud sounds, then we started seeing glass falling. So that's when we know that it was gunshots, and you got to get.
Wow. So the glass from the atrium inside the mall was falling down onto the ground.
Exactly. We were on the first floor. They were upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he made his way out to go make sure everything was okay, and security was like, get inside, there's shooters in the mall right now.
Except this dude's got an assault rifle in his hand, and I think
you clearly recognized it as an assault rifle.
I was in the U.S. Navy, I know what an assault rifle looks like, I don't know if it was fully automatic or semi-automatic, but this dude shot it, okay, and he was trying to take out cameras, okay, and I saw that. I saw him literally shoot it and try to take out cameras. So now the main thing here is he wasn't shooting anybody, not around me. Maybe he murdered tons of people in there, I don't know, but I didn't see him do any of that. He looked determined. He looked like his motives were very serious. But
again, looked like he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
It wasn't some,
it wasn't random.
It wasn't a killing spree. He would have killed me, literally. He would have sprayed me.
So right now I'm actually getting a text message from someone in law enforcement who's in the know, and what I'm hearing right now is that a possible resident from Washington Township, which is in Bergen County, not too far from that mall, has left a suicide note at his home, and he's still at large in the mall. So that's what I'm hearing right now from law enforcement.
There you go.
Wow.
Looking at it, over 200 units out there, police units, city, state, federal. They had formed a perimeter around the mall. So we still have a number of questions, though, at this point. The good news is no injuries in that shooting incident that took place at the mall. The concerning news is that we don't know where the shooter or shooters are at this point.
When you get a situation like this, there's a very strong possibility, since he just shot into the air and took the cameras out, that he wants suicide by cop.
So I was walking through the store with my hands up, calling to the officers. They turned. I had like assault rifles in my face. I got searched and got escorted out of the mall. I mean, it was actually pretty crazy.
There's a bunch of people inside who we're hearing might be family or friends of people who are inside the mall that are waiting for people to come out.
We've been on the air with this since 10 o'clock tonight. We are now moving into our third hour of coverage. I got to say, being on this end of it so many hours later, I'm thankful that this is a story we're telling right now. Horrible that these people have gone through such a tragic experience, but thankfully we're saying no injuries reported.
Police do have a name of a suspect, a person they believe to be the person who went into the Garden State Plaza tonight with the body armor on and the motorcycle helmet and the rifle. So they have a name. They have someone that they're looking for. We will not divulge the name just yet because it hasn't been confirmed.
There you go. That's our first picture of some of the people walking out like that with their hands up in the air. So the police out there know exactly what they're dealing with. All right, we're wrapping up tonight because this wraps up our coverage of what was taking place at Garden State Plaza. We were waiting for a press conference that has been delayed, but we thank you for being with us. And of course, at 4 a.m., Dan Manarino and Marisol Castro are going to be continuing our coverage, continuing the coverage of the Paramus Mall shooting and bringing you up to date. And hopefully they get a shooter in custody.
Good night, everybody.